Oh, you go into that
This
menu,
is the
the
key
one with the
items,
keys. You've got a lift key,
Card
a card
key.
key. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome back to Digi Bros,
Welcome
everybody.
back to Digi Bros. I'm calm. I'm cool. I'm not pissed about Vic Mignogna anymore. I'm totally chill.
We need to make like a version of the song "Fuck Jackie Chan" that's about Vic Mignogna.
Fuck Vic Mignogna.
It doesn't quite fit the rhythm, but
I need
fuck
a
Vic
ground
Mignogna.
move. I want
Fuck
earthquake
Vic
or something.
Mignogna.
Fuck Vic Mignogna, man.
I do hate
Wonderful.
that guy.
I'm gonna go heal, and then we'll finish this place.
It was pretty fucking funny when we were on the way out of Otakon, and because I'm press at Otakon, I was getting all these press emails the whole time. Anytime they made an announcement, we're literally driving out of the city, and I get an email that's like, "First Otakon guest announced, Vic Mignogna," and I was like, "Oh no."
Very clean.
But it was especially funny because I was like right at that moment when I was like, yeah, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna come to Otakon next year because all they ever bring is dub actors and stuff I don't really care about. And then like I get a message that's like, hey, your least favorite dub voice actor is gonna be
Slippy
there.
dippy
And I was
doo.
like, yep, that's about what I expect your priorities to be, Otakon.
Yep.
Meanwhile, they won't announce a single Japanese guest until 3 weeks before the convention happens, and then half of them will cancel. If it's anything like this year.
Is that what happened? Because I thought they were supposed to be cooler guests. They were supposed to be what's his face?
Masao Maruyama.
Yeah, Masao
he had
Maruyama.
to cancel because of like he's working on like a.
Please don't have health issues. Please don't have
No,
health
it wasn't
issues.
his health issues. It was there's like the movie he was working on, like the producer got sick, and so he had to like fill in for him during the time that Otakon was happening. He made a video about it. It was adorable.
I see.
And then there was someone else had to cancel. I think one of the PA Works guys had to cancel. So yeah, there was several of the very meager number of Japanese guests they were supposed to have. Half of them weren't fucking there.
Aww. He's got ground. I want a fighting move.
Dickless the pincer.
He's
Dickless
probably
in
got,
quotation
yeah,
marks.
he's got a fighting move. Fuck yeah.
So Victor was very
What's he got?
sure that it would take us less time to do the same thing that we did before.
I also wanted you to look up the thing.
It
Sand
wasn't
Flash
hard
thing.
to figure out. You just had to do what I told you to do, and you hadn't
Whatever,
done
man.
it.
Well, I also had to cut a fat fucking promo on Funimation. That like I literally forgot I was playing the game for a while. Like I was just.
I did too. Honestly,
yeah,
I was looking
completely
at you.
forgot.
I wasn't looking
I
at
don't
the
think
game.
anyone is gonna complain about that. I think people are gonna be very happy about that. That was one of the biggest rants I've gone on in a long fucking time, man. Clash of the Titans didn't inspire that much rage.
What I'm concerned about, though, Victor, is that I don't have that much to talk about. There's a chance we're only going to have enough to say to bring us up to exactly where we were before.
You are right.
So we're just going to repeat the last session and then not do another session for another 3 weeks because we have nothing to talk about.
I don't know how it's... the busier I am, the less I have to talk about.
That doesn't make any sense.
Fuck, I
Why
watched,
do you have no stories from anything you
I watched
did?
Stranger Things. That was a good show.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, I was... funny thing I had to do on this music video. I got to drive a cop car. That was fun.
Is that what that car was?
Yes,
was
it was a cop car. It was like an out-of-commission cop car. That was a pain in the ass because I couldn't play my music in it. That was fun.
Was it fun or was it a pain in the ass?
It was both a pain in the ass and fun. The idea of it was fun and satisfying that I got to drive a police car. I was just a PA on this music video. It wasn't my video. It was someone else's video. But, it was cool. It was a good experience. I had to dress... The worst thing I had to do was dress like 6 mannequins in fucking police uniforms. And dressing mannequins is a fucking pain in the ass. And you're fucking... It's quite horrible. You're like pulling pants onto a mannequin and you feel like a fucking idiot.
I'm lost in the existential horror
as
of
you
this
straddle
battle.
a mannequin.
This 5 Pokemon battle against nothing but Zubats,
It
in
is
which you're
indeed
not
nothing but
mashing the A
Zubats.
button at all, so it's taking like.
It only
forever.
mashes so fast.
See, that time you went fast. It wasn't like that the first
Let me
3
see.
guys you killed.
I'm sorry. It's whatever. I was thinking about mannequins.
indeed
I was
whatever.
trying to think of the mannequin, like a funny way to tell the mannequin story, but this just like I haven't processed it well enough to like get build to a comedic climax or anything.
Because it's not a funny story.
Yeah.
There's just nothing to it.
It felt funny doing it because it was ridiculous.
You gotta take
I have good pictures.
You gotta take the Dick Masterson approach of like once you get a sentence in and you realize there's no punchline, you stop telling the story.
Yeah. That's what I've ended up doing.
So I, in the time since Otakon, and really for the entire week before Otakon, have been not really doing shit.
Yeah.
Because all I can think about is what I want to do once this move happens.
That's the thing. That's what's occupying most of my mind. Is what are the best lights we're gonna buy, and like
well,
what more shit
you've been
do
more
I need?
concerned because you need you're trying to get a job.
Yeah, but then I'm so on and off with can I even do that? Where it's like now the Monopoly Money guys manager is talking to me about doing like those like weekly fashion videos for some model, and I'm just like, well, I certainly can't fucking work at Target and do that and still do weddings and shit on the weekend. But if I'm doing that, then I'm probably making more money and might not have to get another job. So it just depends on like how much work keeps coming in.
Right.
But then I'm glad I went in like I actually did apply for Target already.
I see.
And as soon as I did that, all of a sudden more opportunities opened up. And it's like anytime I give up and like do one thing, then all of a sudden other things will pop up. So hopefully just more shit keeps coming in, and it keeps momentum.
Well, you know, I have so many plans for when we move, when this big move happens. I have all these ideas for like video styles I want to do, and so like I kind of don't want to get myself involved in anything big before then. You know, like, because I like working on big projects. I like the idea of like, hey, let's sit down and watch everything by this director and then write a huge thing about him. You know, like that's what I want to do. But I know that in 3 weeks, whatever I'm doing is going to be completely upset to do this other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so like I don't want to launch into some huge project and then immediately get excited about something else as soon as Devu and Ben move in, you know? And I already, like, all those things I want to do will be better when those guys are here, because it'll be so easy for me and Devu to watch everything together.
Yeah.
Where, like, if we, say, wanted to watch all the films of Mamoru Hosoda or something, and then we just sat down and watched them all, and then when I write my thing, he will already know the movies.
Yeah.
He won't have to then watch them after me, and, you know, like... and just basically always be a step behind. So like, you know, if like it just makes it a lot more convenient, and so I'm really waiting for that to happen. But like until then, what am I doing? You know, like, so for a couple weeks I haven't really been able to figure that out, and I've just kind of been sitting around thinking of plans and dreaming of all the possibilities.
That's all I've been doing, man. I'm so fucking pumped to make videos right now because I'm getting that fucking thirst, man. Like, I need to make money, and I need to get more shit. And so all I'm thinking about is, like, I've just been thinking about lighting constantly. And, like, how do I get the best lighting? How do I get better lights? How do I light a scene perfectly? Like, all this shit I want to do. And I'm very focused.
Well, you know, that's kind of a funny thing about the situation that I'm in, is that it's, you know... The reason I'm not getting any work done, really, like, I mean, obviously, like I just said, I'm excited about other things.
Yes.
But even if I really needed money, I would come up with something to do now, you know, like, hey, because typically during a month, I get obsessed about the number of videos I need to make, which I usually set at 4. Historically, I've always said I need to make 4 videos in a month. I don't really need to make any videos at all right now. I have a shitload of money.
So you made too much money, and so now you're lazy.
Yes, I became...
There you go.
Well,
you got too comfortable.
Like I said, I'm not excited about anything that I could be doing right now. Like, I finally came up, like, just yesterday with a video idea that, like, I think is interesting enough that I can write it now, and I'll be like, cool, I've got something to come out, you know, either by the end of this month or early into next month before Devu moves in, you know?
Yeah.
But, like... You know, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to launch into a huge project, which is the kind of stuff I get excited about. It's really hard for me to make a video if I'm not excited. And so, like, you know, because I don't really need the money, there hasn't been anything forcing me to be like, I have to get 4 videos out this month. What are the ideas? It's more like, I'll wait till I have something I like, you know, like I'll wait till I have a good idea and then I'll make the good idea. But in the meantime, I've been just watching Casey Neistat vlogs nonstop for fucking a whole month.
Forever.
And, you know, like, I've watched about 180, I think.
Good fucking god. Dude.
Out of like 490. There's an infinite number of them. It's great though, because today, he's like just today he announced he's taking his very first ever break from daily vlogging since starting. So like he's on vacation with his wife and like basically they lost all their luggage and shit and he's just like I need to.
So she's not in a good mood.
No, she's fine.
Oh, I see.
She was dealing with it better than he was.
Oh god.
But because she was just so glad they don't have the baby with them, so it's like the first time they've ever been without the baby since the baby was born, kind of thing, you know. So she's just like excited. But he was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop daily vlogging for a few days, and you know, it's gonna be my first time. And I was like, yes, this gives me more time to catch up, because every day I have to watch the new one and then the old ones. But man, it just really is deeply fascinating because it's just a slice of life show about a real person. You know, that's all it is. It feels like watching Hidamari sketch or something, except that the character is real. And like, like what I'm trying to do right now, like what's propelling me to keep watching is that I really want to come up with like an arc structure for the show.
Yes.
That there's like very clearly the pre-Beam arc is definitely the first one, the first 115 vlogs, because that was when he was just working on Beam. And like every episode was about that he was working on it, you know. And then finally, when it came out, then the nature of the vlogs changes a little because he doesn't have to do quite as much work, and it's a lot more of him touring to promote Beam. Yeah. So there's lots of him going on podcasts, lots of him flying around the country to different places talking about Beam, you know. So
Laser Beam,
and it just so happens that almost exactly around the time that Beam comes out is when he gets his first boosted board, which changes the feeling of the vlogs because now they're not as stationary. Yeah. Where up until that point, it was usually him walking or running or like on his hoverboard things that he kept getting. But like, they're like, after he gets the boosted board, it's all about like the steady cam shots on the boosted board. You know, like you always have the sense of him traveling from place to place with a sense of motion. So like, there's like this huge stylistic difference. And then if you watch the current vlogs, they feel totally different because Francine, his daughter, is like 1 year old. She's walking now. She can like say some words, you know. Like I'm still watching videos where she's a fucking baby crawling around going, "Bleh," you know. And then I watch a current vlog and she's got hair and stuff and she's not a baby and it's like, whoa. So, and then there's like the drones, which in the modern vlogs have all these drone shots that are totally crazy, you know. So it's like I really want to trace each era and like come up with my own special arc delineations. And there's like big, like overarching arcs and then smaller arcs where like, you know, like the show starts off with 4 videos where he started it off when they were on vacation in South Africa, and it was his birthday. So like the first 4 videos, or not South Africa, they were in France. The first 4 videos are like totally different in feel from what comes after, which is mostly him at home. And then there'll be arcs like he goes to VidCon, and there's like 4 episodes of VidCon, you know, hanging out with whoever he brought with him to that. And then there's characters you slowly start learning just because they're all like, you know, they just are around enough that you sort of get a sense of who they are. Yeah. There's like Jack, who's one of the guys who works with him at Beam, who's like always just down for everything. So like he'll always get Jack to just do weird shit with him and stuff. Or Jerome, who's a very popular Snapchat guy, or no, Vine guy. He's like a huge Vine dude. He's this French guy with a big ass mouth. And he's
ass mouth.
He's just super duper nice and polite, and it's fun to watch him talk. And yeah, so like you gradually learn all these characters, you know, and feel like you have some insight into who they are.
You're in, dog. You're part of the life. You're part of the life and times.
I would never want to make it out like I totally know about any of these people, you know. It's just what he presents, but in the sense of being a show, then you have like that sense of like, oh, I you know, I get these characters in the context of the show, you know. But yeah, it's pretty fascinating to watch to watch what is basically a slice of life show, except all the people are real.
Yeah.
And you know, and it. The reason I compare it to Hidamari's sketch is that in Hidamari's sketch, every episode starts with the main character waking up and ends with her going to bed.
I see.
And so each one is like one day, and so it's basically like a daily vlog. And Casey starts all his, you know, when he wakes up and ends them when he goes to edit. So, yeah, it's interesting, the format, man. And it's cool also because I get a sense. When I watch other people who do stuff like that, I understand what my audience thinks watching my stuff.
Yeah.
You know, where I have vlogs that are out like every fucking day, and even though mine aren't really about my daily life, they kind of are, because I don't really do anything else.
It's the daily life of a, like, psychopath who's in his room all day.
Well, it's like, because, you know, each of my videos is about a concept.
Yes.
It's like, here's something I thought of, and I'm going to talk about it. It's not really about, like, literally what I went out and
This is why you
did.
never have anything to talk about on Digibros, dude. You talk about all the concepts in your
Because
vlogs.
those get way more views and are way more interesting.
I'm not saying that they aren't.
Stupid idea.
I'm just saying
this show is a bad idea.
It's a nightmare. We're
Victor,
trapped in an
hold on.
endless nightmare.
I've been meaning to tell you this, and I keep missing my chance, but now is the perfect chance to tell you. Digibros discuss Berserk versus Berserk. Has 125,000 views.
What the fuck? When did that happen?
125,000 views.
When did that happen?
125,000 views. That's as much as most of Digibros combined.
Good lord.
Well, maybe not most of Digibros. Like the last 6 months of Digibros combined.
Yes.
So that's what we could be pulling.
Yeah.
That was almost a Digibros discussion. That was almost just us complaining about Berserk on the show. That was very close to being all it was. And that would have had 1,000 views on this show. It has 125,000 views.
That's a couple more views.
Unfortunately, the video was not monetized, or else I would have had to give you like $60.
What the fuck? Why was it monetized?
Because it got fucking copyright claimed.
God damn it! So basically, even though I could reach a way wider audience, all of my shit will never be monetized because of the structure of the show. It's gonna keep getting taken down.
It won't happen again.
Yeah.
The only reason it happened that time is because of the people who claimed it, which is fucking Yam Emdal, who are a scam group who fucking will fuck you over.
They will fuck you in the ass.
But
they love you long time.
They do love you long time.
They love you long time.
If they're like, supposedly YouTube is now doing a thing where if you can win your contested claims on videos where they were monetizing it, then you can get the money that they made.
Yeah.
I don't know how that actually works. I haven't because I've contested a few claims, but none of them were monetized claims. I think Yam might have monetized it, so if I can beat them. But the thing is, they'll put like 5 fucking claims on your video. Like they'll claim every single clip you used.
Yeah.
And even though they don't really have the rights to it, because they're just a distribution company from Italy who fucking, you know,
there's a couple fuck asses.
Anything they have the rights to in Italy, they'll market everywhere.
It's what did I name him? What did I name him?
Farquad.
Nah.
Or are you Farquad?
Cunt? Very clean. My son's name is Cunt? My rival Cunt sent out a Pidgeot.
Oh, Jesus.
Get fucked, Pidgeot.
Yeah. What the fuck are we talking about?
Zappalappa. Fuck, copyright.
Oh, yeah.
Should getting taken
Video
down.
had 127,000 views. That's the important part. That was on After Dark.
Yeah.
Digibro After Dark only has 43,000 subscribers.
Wow, that's a lot more views than subscribers.
That is 3 times as many views as subscribers.
That's actually pretty fucking good.
That's amazing, Victor.
Yeah.
That video did amazingly. That video did better than some of my main content.
Huh.
That proves everything I was saying about the formula.
Yeah.
In that video,
definitely is a good formula.
like, okay, the thing about that video is that on the one hand, it was very relevant. So that's why it got so many views. Everyone cared about Berserk versus Berserk. And there's another guy who did like basically like an edited analytical version of exactly what we did.
I see.
His has twice as many views.
Jesus.
And he's like a nobody channel. He's
so
like
he
just
stole
now
our
getting
idea
attention.
and then
No, his. I think he was probably working on it a little bit before us, but he finished it like a day after us.
So he got fucked.
Well, he got way more views than we did.
Man, what a loser.
But yeah, like, I think that, you know, the fact that the video was like 35 minutes long and it still got that many views, and it was like, you know, it's a fucking live action film thing. That's the power of just being fucking relevant and actually making a video that looks like people want to click on it. No one knows what they're gonna get when they click on a Pokemon Let's Play video, you know?
Yes.
And half the time what they're gonna get is some weird Funimation rant or something.
Look, man.
Or just Victor going, oh, I don't know, man. I can't think when I play video games.
We never did it for the fame. We do it for the passion of the art.
But the thing is that up until
I don't fucking know. Like, we don't gotta keep doing this. Clearly, we're never around. We don't have anything to say. Our fans, you're still gonna get content. It's not like anyone's gonna miss us. Like, it's not where we're going anywhere.
Well, they will, but it's only 1,000 people who miss us.
Yes.
Compared to the potential 127,000 people waiting for us.
The other thing that happened at Con, we ran into Digi Bros fans.
Oh yeah.
How insane is that? Actual Digi Bros fans who were fans of me and not just you.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I mean, I just think that, like, when we started Digi Bros, it was because I wanted something to do. I wanted to do games. I wanted to have you in content, and I just thought we were good enough to do it.
Yeah.
But over time, we've gotten good at podcasting.
Yeah.
We're pretty good at it now. And I think that there's so many topics that we've discussed on this show that could have been way better explored. And, like, because it's not just that I want the videos to be more popular. It's that I think they're better. You know? Like, there is something cool about the casual, laid-back nature of having a discussion on
the Berserk
Digibros.
video was really good.
Right.
Like, with the shit cutting in and everything was
like,
was
it
really
was
nice.
definitely better than it would have been on Digibros, with no footage from the show, and, you know, just us kind of aloofly throwing ideas out there without really concentrating on it, you know? Like, and even then, that video wasn't perfect. It had a lot I would like to do to it to make it better, like, us looking at the fucking camera.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, cutting each other off a little less, leaving me more room to cut shit out. But, like, the main reason I want to do this video that we're supposed to be doing, which is about I Am a Hero, that we're planning to do in a bit, is because, like, I all at once had the revelation, the epic mind and game-changing revelation that with that format we could talk about manga.
Yes.
And, like, I've never been able to talk about manga. It has been the bane of my existence for years, that I just don't know how to talk about manga in a way that will be entertaining, because you can't just edit manga onto a screen. You know, like, it's so it looks like shit to try to edit a page of manga onto a screen. But if it's a show where we just talk about the manga live action, and then occasionally something flits across the screen, like, here's an image of what we're talking about, it will be perfect. And it opens up all the doors on manga. I can now talk about manga anytime I want, forever, as long as I have someone. I don't even need someone to talk about it with. I can just do it by myself and use this editing style, you know. But, like, as long as I have the, you know, like, the format, the main reason I need you is that you set up lights and you know how to make the production look good. But once we set up this fucking studio, I won't need you to be around to set up lights, because we'll just have lights set up.
Damn.
Well, you don't seem to want to be around to set up lights.
Do. Well, I enjoy setting up these lights.
Yeah, but you're not around.
Yeah.
I need to be able to turn on the lights at any time of day.
You're right.
The main mission of building the studio.
I sent you some lights on Facebook if you want to look at them, but it's gonna be expensive.
The mission of having a studio is nothing has to be set up. You go in, you turn on the lights, and you start filming. That's the vision of the studio. That something as random as my After Dark vlogs can have the production value of Digi Bros Discuss Berserk and get 127,000 views.
Yes.
You know? That's like the 4th biggest video on that channel.
Yeah, I want to give a nickname to Lapras. Fucking Lap Dance, dude.
It goes like, Sword Art Online sucks Part 3, Sword Art Online sucks Part 4, fucking, what's it called? The stupid 3x3s, the most boring taste in anime. video, and then Digi Bros discuss Berserk.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking big.
It's pretty big.
It's huge.
Pretty huge.
All right, that is it for this episode of Digi
Almost
Bros.
as
Even though we're still
big
in the fucking Sylph
As
company.
my penis.
Oh my god.